Now we're coming into our side lying series for our second set of exercises. So the three we're going to focus on are clam, single leg lift and double leg lift. So we'll begin by getting comfortable on our sides, and we can still use our cushion if we'd like to just support. Just excuse Harley, he likes to come over when we're exercising. Pop it underneath, and I always find it's really beneficial to make sure this area is as relaxed as possible. So from here, our legs are bent and we're looking for our hips to be stacked, shoulders to be stacked, as I say, nice and relaxed in this area. And a lot of teachers like to use the long edge of the mat to kind of just make sure that they've got a nice straightish position. And so we're not too hunched over one way or another. Now from here, starting with our clam series, we're going to first make sure that we've got a nice little lift up through that bottom waist. You can imagine there's a rolled up towel that we're going to slide under there. And then from here, we're inhaling to prepare. And as you exhale, we're going to float that top knee up, keeping the feet connected. And then inhale as we lower, and exhale as we lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Now, what's really common here is a lot of clients try and go as big as possible and roll back. But in order to really strengthen and work into this area and work with that stability, we only really go to a range where that doesn't happen. Another few ideas here is to think of the movement and imagining the clam or an oyster. You can also think about this thigh lengthening away, reaching out through the knee. Now there's quite a few different clams that you can play with, but for the next one what you could do is float the feet off and then continue the clam action from here. So just testing that stability a little more. We also have the reverse clam, which means that we keep the knees together and we float the foot up and lower it, and lift and lower. And you can even have a go at alternating between regular clam and reverse clam, working with external and internal rotation, hugely beneficial. Okay, and relax. Coming into our next exercise, we're going to prepare to get into what I call the pencil pose. So we lengthen the top leg away, reach the top arm on your side. Again, hip stacked, shoulder stacked. What I like to do at this point is just reach that top leg forward a little bit. Now keeping this bottom leg bent allows a little bit of stability. However, if you want to challenge and just increase the challenge a little bit, you can extend both legs away. I always like to say to the clients, just be able to look down. You should be able to see your feet and toes. More or less, that's what we're going for. Again, if your back is against the long edge of the mat, so you can think of the feet coming to the bottom front corner. So you've got that nice diagonal. Now from here, inhaling. As you exhale, we're going to float that leg up. Now imagine you still have that towel underneath the bottom waist. And then inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now again, what happens here is people try and lift as high as possible, but we're working with the stability here. You can have a play around with the choreography, such as the foot position, whether you're in dorsal or plantar flexion, or you can have a little play as you lift and lower. Great, so that's our single leg lift. Next we're coming into our double leg lift. Very much what it says on the tin. Now for this one, I always just like to start by saying to the clients that they can place their hand in front of them they wish, more or less to the front of the ribs there. It can be a planted hand. I find it easy like this just because I can maintain my form, but see what's easier. Now from here we inhale, and as we exhale we lift both legs up. Inhale, lower. Now the progressions for this is you can have your hands on your waist. I like this option because you can feel the connection in the muscles. Or you can have your arm lifted up towards the sky. Exhale, inhale. And we'll just do one more here and release. In terms of cueing for that double leg lift, you can think about the legs being like two magnets. And also for both the single and double leg lift, and clam for that matter, you can imagine there are pieces of string lifting you up. Again, just a few visuals and imagery to offer your clients. So there's your side lying exercises. I'll leave you guys. Thank you very much. Any questions, let us know.